but this visit is also the first in terms of after India and Malaysia have elevated the bilateral relations to what is called the comprehensive strategic partnership. Certainly it is on the trade and investment front. We already have a $20 billion trade with Malaysia, and Malaysia happens to be the second largest destination for Indian exports in ASEAN region. And also there is a Indian we have a INA veterans, Indian National Army veterans. These are the veterans, as you know, those who actually were with Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, and those people, of course, by virtue of there are not many actually who are alive because of the age, and I think a couple of them will be interacting with. It is an historic visit in many ways. Though it is the third visit of Honorable Prime Minister of India to Malaysia, but this visit is also the first in terms of after India and Malaysia have elevated the bilateral relations to what is called the comprehensive strategic partnership, which was in August 2024 when Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia, Mr. Anwar Ibrahim, visited India. Now the context is very simple, which is again Malaysia for us is a very important partner country, by virtue of being a very active player in the India's Act East policy. Similarly, we have this vision of Mahasagar as well as the larger Indo-Pacific vision of India. So in all these features, the discussions on Malaysia becomes multifaceted, which is the reason also why the leaders of two countries decided to elevate this relationship. Well, now we are almost a year and a half down the road. So the visit would be focusing more on implementation of several of the, review the implementation of some of the initiatives that have been launched in 2024 in India, and to take new dimension, add new dimensions to the ongoing cooperation. If I have to just put it in perspective on the security front, for the first time, India and Malaysia have started a security dialogue. That was last year in January. This dialogue takes place at the level of national security advisors of our two countries. Similarly, this has actually helped, this particular cooperation helped us to intensify our understanding of the various issues at hand in the realm of security bordering on defense. Second was in the digital economy. Both countries, it is well recognized that Malaysia is a sort of emerging digital economy as far as their policies are concerned, but they really want to engage with us in this field. Hence, we have also signed an MOU on digital technologies last time, which resulted in establishment of Malaysia-India Digital Council, which is a government-to-government level mechanism. For Malaysia, this is the first one, and for India, I think perhaps we are the third such mechanism India is having with any other country. So here again, how both countries can increase the digital economy within the larger economy space, where Malaysia has a target of reaching 26%, which I think they are almost close to that. But this is where the new strands, the new emerging digital technologies will come into play. And not to talk about the AI. AI is going to be the new dimension added. Under the Malaysia-India Digital Collaboration Council discussions, we have the discussions on DPI, digital, our own public infrastructure, cyber security, AI, and digital talent. How do we develop? So there will be discussion in this visit also on several other areas of importance. Certainly, it is on the trade and investment front. We already have a $20 billion trade with Malaysia, and Malaysia happens to be the second largest destination for Indian exports in ASEAN region. Even though we have in the overall trade, we are the third largest in ASEAN, but India's exports, it is the number 2 destination. So we are looking at how do we widen that particular space from traditional sectors of trade, moving into the more importantly the industry-led products being exported to Malaysia, machinery, similarly in the electrical and electronic sector. So that the conversation will take place. Similarly, on the investment front also, we have significant collaboration that is emerging in the renewable energy, semiconductors, as well as in the startup space. So that discussion will happen. Fortunately, we also have the participation or the happening of the 10th India-Malaysia CEO Forum, wherein close to 20 CEOs, I think, are coming from India. They will be meeting their counterparts tomorrow in Malaysia. And this is a forum which has been having, as I said, 10th meeting. This is essentially aimed at the corporates of both the countries, businesses of two countries coming together and looking at development pattern of this trend and advise the government, both the governments on taking. So the joint report will be presented to the Honorable two Prime Ministers of India and Malaysia on Sunday after the official level talks. So these are several dimensions under which the collaboration is happening. And this visit would be significant from the perspective of reviewing that process of implementation and taking additional measures to further accelerate the ongoing cooperation between our two countries. I think soon after arrival, Honorable Prime Minister would be addressing the Indian community event. It is the Indian community here would wish to welcome Honorable Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi ji, which is why they coined the phrase "Salamat Datang Modi ji," which means "Welcome Modi ji." Is the call at which Honorable Prime Minister would be addressing. But prior to that, we've just learned also that Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia will also be joining our Prime Minister ji to jointly address the Indian community. This alone would show the significance of the of the Indian community in Malaysia, in India-Malaysia bilateral relations. And soon after that, next day, Sunday, there will be official level talks, which will start with a ceremonial welcome at what we call Pradhana Putra, which is the Prime Minister's office, and followed by bilateral talks, which is again taking place in Seri Pradhana, which is the Prime Minister's official residence cum meeting place. Followed by exchange of MOUs and joint statements, press statements by the Honorable Prime Ministers, followed by also some about 4 CEOs of Malaysia will be having close meetings with the Honorable Prime Minister. And also there is a Indian, we have a INA veterans, Indian National Army veterans. These are the veterans, as you know, those who actually were with Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. And those people, of course, by virtue of there are not many actually who are alive because of the age, and I think a couple of them will be interacting with, they'll be there with whom the Honorable Prime Minister will interact and meet them.